What's good? What's good, everybody? We got a special guest on the Listen to DP podcast today. We got a two-time world champion, Regis Prograis. Bro, I appreciate you for
No
jumping
problem.
on, man. It's good to have somebody like I speak on a lot of boxing stuff, speak on a lot of sports, but I love to have coaches, players, boxers, people who have done it, who have been champions, who have been in that ring and went through that grind on the
Right.
channel. So I appreciate you for joining me today, bro. First thing I want to jump straight into, bro. Like I said, thank you for coming on. But we're gonna
Yeah.
get into it, man. I know you sat there and watched that Shakur versus T.O. fight, bro. Give me your feedback on what you saw in that fight.
Man, Shakur looked amazing, bro. I mean, the thing is, if you look at my interviews, like, months before that, I always say Shakur's gonna win. I trained with Shakur before, bro, and he just natural, bro. He just a naturally gifted athlete. You don't, man, it's hard to get, you might get those type of athletes every, once in a generation. You know what I'm saying? He's that, like, he's just special, bro. Like, and I trained with a bunch of people before, and like Shakur just natural. It's just like it's like he not even trying to do that type of stuff. And he just, he good and he believe in a lot of things. One of the most important things in sports, period, in life in sports, is like your confidence. And his confidence is real high. Shakur think he's like the best fighter ever lived, already.
Yeah,
So yeah, bro. But I felt. I mean, he looked real good. I mean, Tio's a very good fighter. And he kind of played with him. Not play with him, but he made it look easy. It wasn't
fact.
even a war back and forth. It made it look easy, and that, I mean, congrats. I take my hat to him, bro. And for me, I'm a student of boxing. I'm a fan of boxing, and it just showed, man. He just how good he is. I think he's, you know, and I'm a southpaw also. So as a
Yeah.
southpaw, you gotta just watch that type of fighter. He up there. I can't say he up there with Pernell Whitaker yet, but if he keep going, he's gonna be up there eventually.
Yeah. So you've sparred with him, you've seen him fight. Of course, y'all cross paths all the time as boxers. Like,
Yeah.
what makes him so natural? Is it just his timing? We know the confidence is up there. The defense is crazy. Like, what do you see that he's able to do that, like you said, you're a southpaw, there's other southpaws, and just fighter in general aren't able to do that. He's just making it look so easy.
It's to be honest, bro, it is his timing is very, very good. But the main thing is, well, it's three things I will point out. His timing is real good, his confidence is real high, but his distance, the distance he has it's amazing. Like, if you he will make you miss about this much and he'll hit you with
Yeah.
it. That's the thing, like it's sometimes somebody might step in, they might step in a little more, a little less, but he literally makes you miss by this much, and it feel like you there, but you're not really there. And so for
Yeah.
me, that's what I can say. That's how that's his specialty.
Yeah, so we have a boxing gym at my facility, and I know a big thing is like our coaches, like, man, make them miss, but you can't make them miss by so much that you can't return fire. So
Right,
that's what you're
exactly,
saying is the big thing is I'm just out of range enough so I can get back to you as fast as possible and get back out of range again. Um,
exactly, bro. His distance is just amazing, bro. Like, he make you miss by, and you just can't hit him, bro. You can't hit him flush. Like, when I spar with him, like, the thing is, Shakur told me, he was like, man, I watch you, I studied you. Like, I studied one of your fights. I'm like, man, we spar, we just train, we just practicing.
yeah,
And he was like, man, I studied one of your fights or whatever. So it's just like I said, man, his distance, and I guess he's a student. I'm pretty sure he's a student of the game, and his timing, and like I say, I think one of the main things, his confidence. I mean, it's hard to beat a fighter when they really believe that they can't be beat.
facts. His jab looked amazing. His jab, he was snapping
Yeah,
on
that
T.O.
southpaw jab is nice,
Man,
right?
bro, he looked really good at that. He stood in the pocket more this fight, especially towards the end of the fight. You see Tio's throwing, and he like, I'm gonna just stay here and blah 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 in return. Like, do you
Right.
think that style is going to fit him better for where he's trying to move forward? Because Shannon Sharp was saying, man, I wouldn't pay big money to go watch Shakur fight because the way he fights is not exciting, this and that. How do you feel about that? Does he fight in a way that other fighters say, forget all that, the casual talk of the knockout and this and that? How do other fighters see him when they say, man, we're going to watch Shakur tonight or we're watching it on TV?
I mean, look, I'm a boxing. I'm a student of boxing, bro. And like, you got, for me, I'm a student of boxing, and I'm a southpaw. You
Yeah.
gotta watch him. I think you gotta watch him. Now, I mean, Shannon Sharp is different because he's not. I guess he's not. Like, he might be a casual boxing fan or not, but For me, I feel differently because I'm a student of the game, you know, and it's just like he's not like, you know, one of those Mexican fighters that's gonna keep coming forward and just give you a lot of blood. No, Shakur don't want to get hit, you know, but the name of the game, everybody knows is hit and don't get hit, and that's kind of what he's an expert at, you know. So for me, I would definitely pay money to see him fight. But like I said, everybody does have their different opinion, and that's fine.
That's yeah, no, definitely, definitely. Like I said, I'm big on, like they say, the sweet science. I train athletes, so I understand the preparation and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to take away from an opponent, right? I don't want to, even as a trainer, be like, yeah, yeah, you gave me an exciting fight, but you still look bad in an exciting fight. I'd rather look at it and be like, man, this man was crisp, he was clean, he never was in danger. And I tell people all the time, if you want to have to see a guy fight like Shakur, somebody on the other side of the ring got to make him fight. Like there was times like Floyd Mayweather, that first Marcus Maidana fight. Floyd had to do something because Maidana said, "Hey, I'm not going to let you sit there."
Right.
And that's the opponent's job to make him do that. He shouldn't have to do that. If I can win with a jab the whole night, why should I throw anything else? So that's what I
Exactly.
always tell people. It's not Shakur's job to change his style. It's the other guy on the other side of the ring that has to
Right.
make him fight a different fight. But Shakur, nasty. Like that was a masterpiece. What about the other side? Tio, what did you see that he should have maybe done different? Where was he lacking at in that fight?
I think one of the main things, I think his corner just didn't give him no confidence, bro. Like his dad was like yelling. His dad was. It looked like, and it's sad to say, bro. It looked like his dad wanted to be his show. His dad wanted the attention. It's not you not the one, you know, that's supposed to get the attention, bro. Like your son is the one getting attention, and it's just like, I mean, and even going to the fight, I say that Tio's confidence, bro. Like he's weak mentally. He's weak. He's very good athletically, but confidence wise, he's not that strong, you know. And then Shakur just took his confidence away. But he was trying to throw one punch, bro. And as far as getting technical, he was throwing one punch. But with Shakur, you're not gonna hit him with one punch, bro. You gotta be a combination puncher, and that's just what you gotta do. You gotta sell out. And he just didn't sell out and sell out. And you know, in our terms, me just go for it. Like just fight him. You know, that's what you gotta do, bro. If you know you about to lose, just go ahead and fight him. Just bite down and just fight him. You know, I don't think Shakur has the power to knock him out. So you know, he might have the power to, you know, buzz you a little bit, but he doesn't have one punch power to just knock you out. So it's like, man, I think that at the end of the fight, you should have sold out and beginning. You know, he should just, you know, not trying to hit him with one punch. You know, he was trying to, you know, do that athletic stuff with like he always does, but with Shakur, it's just not gonna work because you cannot hit Shakur with one big punch. It's just not gonna work with Shakur. Shakur, what Shakur does, he's always gonna take a step back. He's gonna move his head or take a step back. Really, the first two punches is gonna miss most of the time. You
Yeah,
know, like you gotta throw 3 or 4 punches if you even want to compete against Shakur. So I think that's kind of what he should do. And then when his dad should gave him instructions, man. I saw in the middle of the fight, you know, they was telling Shakur, you need a jab, you need to do this. And his dad was like, man, what you doing? Where's your power? Where's this? You know, so
yeah.
like,
He never
man, what
gave an
kind of
instruction though.
no instructions at all? What kind of instructions you give him? You just tell him, you know, just tell him, you know, whatever. So, you know, I think that's, you know, that's kind of my take on it.
Man, no, it's crazy because I actually did a post on the post fight interview, and then it was Tio's pops also during the fight, like, man, you're gonna hate yourself in the morning for this. Where's your power? Come on, this isn't you. But it was never like, hey, step over, throw a jab. There was no instruction. And then the Tio's pops didn't go to the one press conference. They said allegedly he was drunk. He said he was resting. What rest you need to do? You ain't about to fight.
Right, right,
And
right.
then
He
and
probably
then
was
he
wrong.
went to the media.
You could say he was mad. You could tell he was messed up. He was on something, bro. He was jumping on the ropes and all. Like, what you doing, bro? Like, this not your, you know, like that's the thing. Sometimes with the father son duo, bro. Like the fathers just want to have all that attention on them. You know,
Yeah.
it's just like, bro, let your son do it, man. Like, that's your son's profession. That's his job. You know, this is his platform. Like, why you jumping up? Why you on the rope and being crazy? You know, like, and it makes sense.
Yeah, and it's tough because 20 minutes after the fight, Tio's pops was like, yeah, just like the media and fighters say, my son is weak. Like he literally egging on to it. And I've
Oh,
talked,
I
yeah,
didn't even hear him say that's
yeah.
insane,
I
bro. I didn't hear him say that
was
shit.
watching the interview. He's like, yeah, they're right. My son is weak minded, and it's easy to get him out of focus. And this, I was like, what pop says that after your son just got beat, he's embarrassed, he's not feeling good, and then you're doing interviews saying that,
Then
like,
your dad comes. Yeah, he should fire his pops. If he say that, man, let him go. Tell
yeah,
your pop, give your pops a little check in, man. Get out of there. Man,
and
you have to work with me.
yeah, it's tough because, like I said, the father son stuff, even Floyd and his pops, you seen how it was with Floyd and his pops, and then Roger. Then you seen Porter and his pops, Haney and his pops, and then you got the Garcias. Like it's always a weird dynamic of like the pops wants the
Right,
son to do
right,
good,
right.
but they want to say I'm the trainer so they can be publicized. It never just runs smooth. Like it's
Yeah, it
very hard
doesn't.
for
Right,
that to happen.
right, right,
But
right. Exactly.
moving forward, what about you, man? I know you're out in Vegas, you doing all your thing. Like you getting back into that ring, you preparing for something, you staying in shape. What's it look like for your future?
I'm staying in shape, bro. So right now, I'm with Golden Boy, and like right now, we just trying to figure out the dates. I don't know what I'm hearing. We might have something coming up soon, maybe next 2 months. But right now, I just really don't know. So I'm in Vegas, just staying, bro. I'm gonna just stay out here and just train. I just finished sparring just now, and just keep working, bro. For me, I need to be back around that environment. Like I was
Yeah,
telling people, like what everybody was like, man, what happened? I feel like one of my partners, he told me I couldn't pinpoint what was going on with me. And he told me it was like, bro, it was your fight spirit, and that's kind of what it was. So it really don't matter about my training. It don't matter about what's going on. It was my fight spirit, and like I feel like I'm gravitating towards that again, getting all that stuff back. And it's just being around the gym, around all these young guys, bro. Like for me, I'm 37 now. You know what I'm saying? So that's like
yeah,
papa in boxing. You know what I'm saying? But I can still do everything. Like literally, like I don't even understand like how my body is able to do this stuff. But like I can still do everything I used to do, bro. Like and it feel good to be in the gym with these dudes, bro. These dudes 20, 21, 22 through like 20. The oldest is, well, besides me, is like 28. You know what I'm saying? And it
yeah.
feels good to like be around that, bro. So like I feel it again. I feel excited. I feel just like confident, excited, just happy like being around the sport again. And then it's definitely not bad being in Vegas. I kind of love it out here. I've been loving the West Coast for a long time, and I lived in LA for a little while, and now just being in Vegas is just it feel good, bro.
Yeah, no, that's fire. And you talked about fighting spirit. Going back to the fight, just watching the interviews of T.O. after, Brody looked like he was just physically beat, but he's mentally out of it.
More
Like the
mentally,
way he
for
was
sure.
talking, it was a
Hmm.
pity party for himself. Like you've been a world champ multiple times, right? You've took
Right.
losses. Like there's only a few guys that aren't taking losses, right? That just is what it is. What is like the advice, not only like to a T.O., but just anybody, right? That had a great career before they took like that first hard L to be like what do you do? How do you bounce back? Like what advice would you give somebody like a TO or any fighter that takes that L and just like is feeling down on himself?
Man, I just say, man, just like first off, you always gotta go pray, go talk to God and stuff like that. That's kind of what I start doing. Go pray, and I think that besides that, bro, just know like it's just a setback, bro. Like if you want to be a setback, it'll be a setback. Now you can let the obstacle just get in your way and just stop you from accomplishing more stuff. But you just gotta know, bro, it's just a setback. You erase that out your mind, and that's it. You learn from it. You don't want to do it again, but at the same time, you just erase it, bro, because you gotta realize, bro, all the greats took losses, bro. It really is about how you bounce back. I know a lot of people don't want to lose these days, because they got, that is we like in the era of the Floyds and stuff like that. But like, bro, like most of the greats, bro, like for me, my idols, bro, like is Ali and Ray Robinson, Harry Armstrong and Mike Tyson and Roberto Duran and Marvin Hagler and Ray Leonard. They all took losses, and they all are great, bro. Arguably greater than the people that did take that have the O's. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah, bro, it's just like, man, you gotta, if you still want to do it, bro, you bounce back and learn from it and just get your confidence back. That's all. And another thing, you can't have a lot of like negative energy around you. And I feel like maybe Tio does have that, bro. And I
yeah,
had I had it too. I'm not gonna lie, I had it too. That's why my fight spirit was down, and I kind of removed a lot of stuff from me. So you can't have that around. You can't have all these, because in fighting, bro, fighting is more mental than everybody think it's bro physical, bro. We all do the same stuff, right? We all spar, we all hit the bags, we all run, we all swim. Everybody do the same stuff, bro. So what's gonna separate you is your mindset. So he has to, like, you have to have that fight spirit. You have to just get the negative stuff away from you. And I feel like, bro, in Tio's life, I mean, I saw that. It was kind of public record, the stuff he went through with his wife. Like his girl left him and all that. That I'm not gonna lie, bro. That messed you up. It messed me up. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with women, stuff like that. Then on top of that, you got your dad acting the ass like that, acting the fool. So I would say, bro, like, like, man, get rid of all that negative shit and then just go, bounce back from it.
yeah, man. No, I 100% believe that in boxing and every sport. I think a lot of times too, when you have the girl stuff, I got to take care of the family, my pops. Like you lose that fighting spirit, but you also lose that kid spirit that got you into the sport, right? It's like it ain't even fun no more. It's like, dang, you would think the guy about to get paid 10 million, 5 million, whatever, how much money they get, would be excited to get in that ring. Sometimes dudes is just like, man, I'm ready for the fight to get here, and what happens, happens. And the fan doesn't see it because you got to talk, right, to sell the fight. You got to be able to say, I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life, this and that. But when they go home, we don't even see it. But they like, bro, I don't want to do this, bro. Like, I don't even those hits hurt a lot more because I don't got that fighting spirit. I get that training session is harder because I'm not having fun no more like I used to when I got into it. So I love hearing from guys like yourself, like I said, who have been at the highest of the highs, just to be able to say, like, you know, I've been through it too, because the young kid that's still trying to make it doesn't understand that high still comes with a low. You got to figure out how to balance that out, because your favorite fighters went through that as well, because this is just a tough game. You're out in Vegas though, and you're loving it out there. You've never fought in Vegas, have you?
Never fought, bro. Like, hopefully before I retire, give me a fight in Vegas for sure. Hopefully, my goal is to be a 3-time world champion. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get a big fight out here in Vegas, bro. Like one of my, close to my last fights or something like that. Of course, I won't fight back in New Orleans again, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Vegas is, Nevada don't have state taxes, so that's
Yeah,
always better than
yeah.
fighting in Louisiana. Always. So yeah, bro, I definitely want to fight in Vegas one day for sure. And I mean, like, I got people, I got family, bro. I got a lot of friends out here now, so I'm loving it, bro, a lot.
Man, I went to the Tank and Frank Martin fight out there at the MGM. I think that's where they fought, and it's
Yeah,
just a different feel. Like, I went to the Errol Spence and Ugas fight in Dallas, and Jerry's World, and even
yeah,
though MGM is way smaller, there's a different feel about being in Vegas, and everybody's there. The stars are there. It's more crowded because it's smaller venues. It's like, that's where you got
yeah.
to fight, man.
It's fight
What weight
fight
class?
capital of the world, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
facts,
still
facts.
fighting at 140, super lightweight.
140. Okay, you're gonna still stay 140. Is there a
I'm
fighter
still staying.
specifically that you would like to go against in that comeback, as far as like if you go for
Man,
a world title?
yeah, bro. I want it for me, like Pitbull Cruz is somebody I definitely want. I think it'll be a big fight. At 140. He's at 140 now. He has a belt. I think that's somebody I was looking forward to. If not, I definitely want to get a world title shot. So something that will lead me to a world title shot. So maybe like somebody like a Pitbull Cruz, Oscar Duarte, Honor Barboza, all those guys. I think that'll get me towards. For me, like, I just look for people. It's messed up. I look to take people somebody's rank. So if somebody's rank higher than me, I get that fight. That's what I want. That's kind of what I want. I'm saying. That's what I want
Nice,
to do.
nice. No, that's fire right there, and I think that would be a fire fight, because Pitbull gonna test you, right? Ain't no
Oh,
like,
Pitbull
I
gonna
think
come.
that's
Yeah,
what.
Pitbull coming.
Yeah, like, dude just coming forward, right? So
Yeah, right.
that's
He
just
coming.
a cool fight to see, because it's gonna test your chin in that fighting spirit, because
Yeah,
that's what he got,
exactly.
that fighting spirit, and he
Right,
moving
for
forward. He
sure.
that pure traditional Mexican fighter.
Yeah, he
So
coming. Yeah, for sure. Pitbull coming for sure. You
what?
already know.
But another question, man. I know you got a book out and everything. Tell us
Yep.
a little bit about that book, man. What's the book about, man? Why should people go get it?
Man, it's called Stories and Lessons by Regis Prograis, written by my friend, one of my childhood friends, Ross Williams, bro. Like, we just, man, it's crazy because, like, so he's like a real good author. He wrote a bunch of books, and I know a lot of people don't really know this about me, bro, but I'm a super avid reader. I'm always reading. I'm always trying to, know different things, always in books. And I read a few of his books, and I was I think this was like 2017 or 18. He was telling me to do that, and we just started the book, bro. And it been good, man. It was a success. It was definitely a success. Early on, and we did a bunch of book tours. And the main thing, bro, is just about, like, of course, it's about me and my life and stuff, and what I went through to get where I'm at. But the main message I want kind of get across in my book is that, um like, with setbacks and stuff, just what I was telling you, bro, with setbacks with people, man, like, just don't ever give up on yourself. Just always know, bro, like, it's always gonna get better. And most likely, bro, if you keep going, it'll get better than better. It'll get, like, your situation, if you keep pushing, you keep going through things, bro, like, it'll just, you'll understand, like, what happened in life. And that's kind of what
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Back. We back. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
let me go back.
um,
I'm saying, yeah.
no, you good. So when you were writing the book and you were starting all this, how long did the process take from the idea to like getting that book on that shelf?
Oh man, I think we started in, I think maybe 2017 or
Okay.
18, and we was going back and forth. We kind of, we was going up and down for a little while because I moved to LA in pandemic time, like 2019, 2020, and we just kept it up, and then I think we dropped it. I think 20, probably 23 or 24, something like that.
Okay. So a
Maybe
nice
20.
little.
Yeah, it's 26 right now. So we dropped it like right before I fought Devin Haney, like right before I
Okay.
got camp for Devin Haney.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you read a lot. You dropped that book. Do you have any plans for like any more books or anything? Do you write a lot as well, or is that just kind of a one and done thing?
No, no, we doing another one for sure. We have
Okay.
actually a part two coming up. We already, my friend Ross is already writing the part two already right now. So yeah, we definitely working on another one. But for right now, for me, that's his job. He'll write it. I tell him what but the thing
Yeah.
is, we check in all the time. He tells me, we'll talk all the time. He knows, and it's more. It'll be I think part two will be a little better because we talk a little more than last time.
Yeah.
Earlier with the first book. The first book we did a lot of voice notes, we did interviews, but now we like talk, like more as
Yeah.
friends a lot. So but yeah, he's working on that part two, and for me, I just keep training, bro. I do have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I got personal stuff going on, professional stuff with books, stuff with my kids and stuff. So I let him just kind of handle all that stuff and take care of it. And for me, I just focus on my career.
No, 100%. So now, if you're ever in Dallas, I know you've maybe been back and forth this way. You're gonna have to pull up to the gym, man, and we do like a
Yeah.
little book signing and all that stuff, man. Get some of that out there.
What gym
Get
you at?
some. So we got I have a gym right out here in Forney, right outside Dallas, and it's called Raw Power Boxing. So
Okay.
we got it's a boxing ring when you walk in. We got uh turf field. We got batting cages, weight room. Then I got another facility next door where it's
Right.
7 batting cages, barbershop. Then another facility next door to that with just big old turf. So we got fighters coming in and out. We got one of our guys having his pro debut on February 27th.
Okay.
So he's having that. We got pros that come through. We got amateurs, Golden Glove, all that. So yeah, man, we got kids and guys that would definitely love to not only meet you, but then get that book and everything, and you can get that out there for
Oh,
sure as
for
well.
sure. We have to set it up then. For sure. For sure. If I'm not fighting, hopefully, I mean, I don't know when I'm fighting stuff like that again. But if I'm not fighting, then yeah, we could do it again because we did a book signing. That was one of the cities we came to Dallas and did a book signing. So we
Okay.
can probably come do that. Do it. Shit, really come do another one. I like that, bro. I've been to Dallas a bunch of times, bro. Over the
Okay.
last few months, I've been to Dallas a bunch of times, just going out and being out there, enjoying the people. I got some friends out there, so I came out there a few times, bro. I do like Dallas.
Man, no, definitely. We got to set that up. I think it'll be good for obviously what you got going on, good for the kids to see. What I try to do with a lot of my athletes. So I got kids from 5 years old to guys that are literally playing in the Super Bowl this week that we
All right.
train and that we work with, and just them seeing it, right? The faster
Mhm.
a kid is exposed to somebody that has been great, that is great, that's been where they're trying to go, they now say, "Oh, that's real. I can touch that person. I've talked to that person. I
Right.
want to be like Regis. I want to be like JSN." So I'm
Yeah.
always trying to connect kids with the superstars of the world. So we'll
That's good.
definitely get that going. But is there anything else specific that you want to say? I know we talked about Pitbull, and I know we talked about you want to be a 3-time world champ. You
Mhm.
coming back at 140. You getting that fighting spirit back. Is there anything you want to leave this interview with, bro?
The main thing, bro, just I always thank everybody for supporting, and like I said, I just
Yeah.
want to tell everybody, bro, I just feeling like super good right now, bro. Just being
Okay.
out here, being around all positivity. I was in Texas and just had a lot of negative stuff going on. I had to drop a lot of negative people around. And I just feel like, man, I feel like I feel like real good again, bro. And getting that, like I said, getting that fight spirit. Being one of the guys asked me today, one of the young kids, he like 21. He was like, you feel like you getting that fight spirit? I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I feel like I'm getting it back, like just being
Yeah.
around a gym, being around the energy. Cause so for me, in Texas, I got my own gym at my house, and it's
Okay.
at first I thought, man, that's cool to have your own gym and stuff. But man, like you want to be around the people, you want to be
Yeah.
around the energy. That's the main thing, like it's of course it's nice to have your own gym, but it's the people, bro. Like the
Yeah.
people, you can't replace that. You definitely want to be around the environment. So that's why I feel way better out here. Yeah, I'm not. the hard thing is like I have 3 kids, so I can't be around them right now. They gonna come here in about 2 weeks, but I can't be around them like I want to right now. But it is a sacrifice I have to make. You know, if I want to be a 3-time champion, bro, I want to be this and this. I feel like after that, my name will be etched into the history books forever. Not just
Yeah,
Louisiana, New Orleans, Nevada, but like international boxing Hall of Fame. That's what I want. That's my goal to be in that. And after that, it's just a sacrifice you got to make. You can't just yeah. And I hopefully my kids they will understand that one day. Like man, my daddy is a Hall of Fame fighter. And
yeah,
because he had to stay in Vegas for a few years. We was
yeah,
that's something I do want them to say eventually. And I feel like they gonna get it. But yeah, bro, right now I just feel good about everything. Just being back around the gym, being around the fighters, being around all the young guys. It's like it remind me of when I was coming up.
yeah,
When I was 20, 21, I see somebody, that was a champion, that was a former 2-time champion. Like, man, I want to be like that person. And I'm getting that back. I'm getting that hunger and that desire back again. So I just, like I said, bro, and the weather is great out here. And
yeah,
can't complain
yeah.
about it. I'm outside right now and look how I'm dressed. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So,
we finally getting back good in Texas. We got 65 today,
all right,
72
that's
the
good.
week,
Yeah,
but
all
we
right.
just came off that snow.
I
Man,
know.
it
I
was
heard about
terrible.
that. Right, right. I heard about that. Yeah, it's damn near perfect out here.
But no, bro. But before I let you go, no, I 100% understand what you mean. Like I have a home gym at the crib, and I use that almost as like, oh, I've been lazy today. Let me get something in because it don't hit the same without the boys, without the music, without the jumping around, without taking the shirt off, whatever it is. Like I
Yeah,
think that's what people kind of don't understand what you're saying, right? It's like I can be a champ, but if I seclude myself, I lose that edge, I lose that energy, I lose that spirit. And I think that kind of goes back to like the Ali's of the world, when you see them running the Ali, like the real people's champ, right?
yeah.
Like when you think he's going out there to the rumble and jungle and you see all that, like that has to be growing that fighting spirit, right?
The
Like the
ego, bro. That
people,
fight spirit, the ego just
yes,
growing.
that
Yes, of
that
course.
people, the people love me. I'm taking their energy. I'm taking that into the ring. So, and especially as you get older, right? They talk about it. You win some, you make some money. That bed feels a little nicer. It's harder to get up and get in the
It
home gym
is.
and go get it the same way.
It is, bro. I went through it. That's what I'm saying. That's something I went through. I'm so glad that like I'm getting over this. And another thing, I'm glad that I never, So for me, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. So my
Yeah.
body is way younger. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
37 is kind of old for a fighter, but like I can still do all the same thing. Today I spoke with. I don't even know how old the dude was. I know he probably was young enough to even be my child, probably. You know what I'm saying? But I'm spawned with these dudes, and it's just, man, it just feel good to just be around that again. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're in your own home gym, it's cool, but like it is. It's like when you're feeling lazy. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yep.
feel lazy, you don't feel like driving to the gym, but you need that. You need that hunger
Yeah.
when it comes out. So it's like I said, I have all that stuff, but I be in the comfort of my own home. I get up out my bed, go downstairs, go train, but. It's a big difference, bro, from driving to the gym and getting mentally ready and listening to the radio in the morning, or even just
Yeah.
not listening to nothing in the morning, just driving all the way to the gym and just feeling good about that. You got to work and then drive back. It feels good instead of just, at my house. I just go outside. I see the guys off my patio. I go outside, go train with them, talk to them a little while. I go right back inside, take a shower, eat. And it's easy. So
Yeah.
especially with this, bro, you can't seclude yourself, bro. You gotta be in it. Like you want to be
Yeah.
a great fighter, bro. You gotta be in it with all these great fighters. So that's kind of, I'm just back. For me, I'm just back to doing that again.
Yeah, like I said, that house is your comfort zone, right? That's your peace. So, like, it's hard to really get in that mindset where I'm literally training, but I'm also in a place where I'm supposed to be most comfortable and
Right,
peaceful. Like, you
right.
got to get back in that because once you get too far from the ring, get too far from the streets, too far from the grind, too far from the kid that's like, said 19, and you literally having to hear a coach say, hey, bro, either you in the streets or you in this ring, right? That's real talks where you be like, dang,
Right.
that does put it in perspective. Like I used to be the guy that had to make the decision: is this what I'm going to do? But when I'm comfortable at the crib, kicked up, it's like I don't be like,
Man,
man, let me get back to where that guy is.
right.
He hungry. He want money from anywhere right now.
Exactly. Marvin Hagler said it, bro. He says it's harder to wake up in the morning to go run when you sleep on silk sheets, and that's
Yeah,
right. It's so true, bro. my wife got silk sheets upstairs. So it's like it's so true. The silk ass sheets, and I'm like, bro, I can't. I can't be there, bro. Let my kids, they can have that. That's nice for them. But for me, I'm just like, nah, I don't want that, bro. I want to be like since I was young, I wanted to be an athlete, bro. And I played football, basketball, all that. But then once I started boxing, I was like, that's what I want to do. And you
Yeah,
gotta just be a different type of person. You gotta be an animal. You gotta be hard to do that stuff. You can't be like soft and sleeping on silk sheets. And, like it's nah, bro. You gotta
it's the
just and then
mentality.
you gotta have that mentality, bro. That dog mentality, bro. And like for me, I'm just getting back to that again. And I feel so good to be getting back to that. I feel like I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I got soft. I definitely got soft for a while, but I feel like I'm just getting that. I'm just getting that mentality back. Just being out, especially being out here in Vegas, man. And so many, like the fighters out here are good. Like a lot of them. Not it's just they got good fights everywhere, but it's so many of them, because Vegas is
Yeah,
the fight capital of the world. So a lot of good fighters, they all live here. They just
yeah.
train all day long. So that's what I need to be around. And I'm glad for me, I'm just glad I made that move, bro.
Do you be going to a lot of the fights out there?
Yeah, I went to a fight last night. Yeah, of course.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm going
got
to
you,
a fight. I
got
went
you.
to a fight last night. I think they might have one another 2 weeks. Then they got Ryan Garcia and Barrios fighting out here. So like, I'm just be going to. It's just this for me. This is where I need to be at.
Got you. And before you go, what do you think about the Ryan Garcia Barrios fight? I feel like Ryan got to come out, man. The Haney thing happened. Then he didn't look good in the verse
Brooke Rowley. Yeah,
Rolly.
Brooke Rowley.
Did all
Yeah,
that talking, and Rolly came out there with that awkward style, putting them things
yeah.
on.
Right,
And
right,
now
right.
I feel like he has to look good versus Barrios, and it
He
ain't no
does.
cakewalk.
Yeah, it's not no Barrios. The thing is, everybody won't pick on Barrios, bro, but Barrios not a cakewalk. And you see how big Barrios is, bro. Barrios is big
Facts.
compared to Ryan. So now I think it's Ryan should win because he's a big name and all that stuff. But at the same time, Barrios had way like better competition. He faced a lot of he
Mhm.
fought Tank, he fought Keith Thurman, he fought Manny Pacquiao, man, he fought Abel Ramos, bro. He fought a lot of good people, bro. So like is Ryan should win because of his name, and I know he's never been a world champion. He wants to do that, but at the same time, Barrios is not a cakewalk.
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. Like I said, we could talk all day, man.
For sure,
Uh,
right?
I appreciate you for coming on. I can't wait to hear that fight announcement, bro, and we'll get to jump back on here and
Of course.
you know what I mean, talk about it, what's going on, help promote it. I definitely hope to be in attendance for it, bro. Like I said, I followed your career for a long time.
Thank you, bro.
I'm still rooting for you, bro. Anything we can do for you, just let me know. Reach out and let's
Yeah.
keep pushing, bro. Keep being, a light into this world. Keep speaking to these kids, man. Keep them books
Mm-hmm.
coming because regardless of how many, more belts you win,
Mm-hmm.
what you do for these kids, man, outside the ring, that's going to put you in the Hall of Fame forever as well. Just
Right,
because
right, right.
they need guys like you to keep it real because a lot of people ain't a man of the people, right?
Yeah,
They
right.
separate themselves. They seclude themselves. You got some people, we ain't going to mention names. They get up here and they off the scene because they self-destruct.
True.
Right.
Right, right,
So
right.
to see you speak on the things that you've went through, but now you're on this path to go back to the space that you always wanted to be in, bro. Like I said, I have nothing but respect for you, man.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
being
Thank you, man.
great. And yeah, I'm looking for that fight announcement, bro. Hopefully
Yeah.
it's in Vegas. I go out to Vegas every once in a while as well. I'm gonna
All right.
pull up
Yeah.
and let's get that dub, bro.
That's a bet, brother. Yes, sir. I'll let you know.
Facts, man. I appreciate you, man. Have a great day, bro.
You too, bro. Thank you, bro.
Yes, sir. Have a good one. Hey. Hey, that was a good one right there, man. If y'all ain't like, subscribe, and sharing, I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. We got a former two-time world champion on here, not only talking about what the Shakur fight, but his career, his comeback coming, who he wants to fight. Come on, BP really doing this, man. Like, subscribe, and share, bro. Young lady, young man, whoever, mama, granny, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all and